the head of Women Lawyers of Western Australia, the WLWA, has raised concerns over the legal profession's slow progress in addressing gender bias in the wake of a new report. WLWA President Catherine Greville spoke to Lawyers Weekly following last week's release of the WLWA's 20th anniversary review of the 1994 Chief Justice's Gender Bias Task Force report. Greville commented that 20 years on, women still face considerable inequality in advancing their careers and being appointed to the judiciary. These areas have seen the least change over the past 2 decades, which is extremely concerning, she said. Succeeding in the law is much more difficult for women than men, and women continue to face challenges that men simply don't face. Many women reported negative experiences related to taking maternity leave, reintegration into the profession, and flexible work practices, particularly perceptions surrounding those working under such arrangements. These experiences are contributing to the high attrition rate among women, according to Greville. Gilbert and Tobin's Danny Gilbert told firm management to cut the bullshit when speaking to staff in a candid speech on leadership in a challenging legal climate. Gilbert kicked off the Genders Dean Legal Knowledge, Innovation and Technology Conference in Sydney on 18 September by urging partners and managers to be more honest with employees. People will react most strongly, they'll give their commitment if they think someone's not bullshitting them and having an honest conversation with them, he said. The forthright founder of G&T admitted that his firm had made a number of mistakes over the years, including its late entry into the resources space. In his address, Gilbert said that firm leaders must be willing to take risks and lose money, and recognise the value of diversity, and that diversity should not be limited to gender. In his keynote address, Gilbert claimed that as clients drove down the cost of legal services and in-house teams expand, this has taken some of the most interesting and challenging work from law firms, and would also result in the demise of a number of firms over the next decade. Over 20 law firms, in-house teams, and barristers' chambers are represented among the finalists in the 2014 Lawyers Weekly Women in Law Awards. Lawyers Weekly received just shy of 100 nominations over 8 categories for this year's awards, with Norton Rose Fulbright leading the way with 6 finalists, ahead of Cause Chambers Westgarth with 3 finalists. Baker and McKenzie, Gilbert and Tobin, CBP lawyers Morris Blackburn, Minter Ellison, and Queensland's McDonald's Law each have 2 finalists. Any extra light we can shine on women in the profession and their achievements when they are starting behind the starting line when compared to some of their male peers is a good thing, said Annette Hughes, the chair of the Diversity Council at Cause and a member of the firm's executive leadership team. Annette is a finalist in the Female Partner of the Year category, which is proudly sponsored by Michael Page Legal. For the first time in 3 years, there is a male finalist at the Lawyers Weekly Women in Law Awards. Senior Herbert Smith Freehill's partner, John Angus, is amongst the 6 finalists for the Legal Mentor Award, proudly sponsored by eLaw. This was a category open to male and female lawyers. The awards do not just recognise senior lawyers like Annette and John. Across the 8 competitive categories, the contribution of junior lawyers to the profession is celebrated via the Law Student Award, the Future Star Award, proudly sponsored by Leo Cusson, and the Junior Counsel Award, proudly sponsored by Sheehan Lock Partners. The awards will be held at Melbourne's Langham Hotel on Friday, 17 October. Go to www.lawyersweekly.com.au to find out more about the awards, including how to purchase tickets. That's it for this month's Lawyers Weekly Video Law Report. You can still read about all the big legal issues at www.lawyersweekly.com.au, check out our Twitter feed, see our Facebook page, and see our LinkedIn page as well. I'm Justin Whealing. Thanks for joining us. See you next month.